Oh, great. Thank you. Thanks, Scott. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Lunch Break with ATI, Actors Theater of Indiana's weekly podcast. I am Cindy Collins, one of the co founders here at ATI, the resident professional theater company at the Center for the Performing Arts, now called the Allied. Allied got naming rights. Allied Center for the Performing Arts in Carmel, Indiana, US of A. And today, my guest is Mr. Sam Arce. Sam has been a devoted board member with ATI. I don't even know how long.
Well,
Sam.
I'm on my second 3 years, so I finished my first 3 years, so I'm on the second 3 years.
Oh my God! So I knew it's been a pretty long time. Very devoted to ATI. One of the best board members that has come down the
Thank
pike
you.
since my when I was with ATI. So okay, so here we are. So now you say you're on your second term.
Yeah.
Let me ask you why, because we talk about this stuff, and when a person comes on the board, people are like, well, why do they want to be on the board?
Sure.
Why get involved with a not-for-profit organization? Because this isn't like a for-profit board. The for-profit boards go to their luncheons once or twice a year and yay, and get paid. No boards for a not-for-profit organization, especially arts organizations, are in for a penny, in for a pound. Really, they're there to work, to really help the organization. So, I mean, why, Sam?
It's a great question, and I have to say that there's a lot of reasons, and I'm going to kind of go through it, and I've been thinking about it. So, first off, for me, when I got involved with ATI, it had so much to do with my love of the arts. As you know,
Right.
I'm involved in theater, professionally. It's my passion. I'm in real estate, been in real estate 40 years.
That's right.
One of the things that I've been with the Tucker Company combined since October of 1992, and a theme in our company is it's important to pay your corporate rent. And so it's always finding something that you love to do and finding your passion outside of real estate. And so when I got involved in professional theater on Broadway, the West End, in fact, I'll be in London. I'm leaving the 27th, that we're opening 2 shows in London. I found that to be part of the local community theater, I wanted to be part of something that was right here in our backyard. Well, that was ATI, Broadway in your backyard. So my friend Meg and Brad Osborne.
Oh, right. Of course,
that's right.
you knew Brad from real estate.
I knew Brad. In fact, I used to
okay.
work with Brad way back when, before Tucker and Graves combined. I worked for Brad's dad.
Right.
Yeah,
right,
old
right.
Tom Osborne.
Yes,
And,
yes.
So Meg had introduced me to ATI, came to some of the shows, and as I was coming, I really saw the talent. I saw you, I saw Judy, and I saw Don, and I said, this would be a perfect opportunity for me. I did theater back, as a youngin' in high school and
Right.
college. I loved it and knew it was something that was part of me, all the times I go back to New York.
Which is where we're from, the same neck of the woods.
Same, yeah. Jersey for you, Long Island for me.
That's
Home
right.
of Billy Joel, Bruce Springsteen
That's
for you.
right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. That's what people say. But so when she did that, I realized back when I was younger, I knew that when I was doing theater, when I was acting, I said I wasn't going to make a life out of it. It's a hard thing, and I give you so much credit for doing it and for all the young people. And in fact, that's why I got involved when I got involved with investing in theater and from a financial aspect and co-producing live theater on Broadway and off Broadway and in the West End and some of the other places I do. When I got involved with that, that was my give back. But the other part to this journey was the nonprofit side, and ATI was the right place. I had a time I was working with another nonprofit here, and when Meg invited me, and then I got to meet Jim.
Oh, right, Jim Riley.
Jim Riley,
Right.
our
He was the ED.
yes, that's right, our emeritus.
Yes.
And lovely, and meeting some of the other people. And I said, this is a great place for me to hang, being, at that time a Carmel resident and being part of this community, a perfect give back. So they asked me to join the board. I went through the interview process and had the lunch. It's really kind of neat. Part of the thing was a meeting at Dooley O'Toole's.
Oh, of course.
It was
Riley.
fun. Go to
That's like his meeting place.
This meeting,
He loves that place.
Go to Dooley
A little
O'Toole's.
shout out to Dooley O'Toole's.
The Dooley O'Toole's,
Oh,
great
God.
place. Have your your tenderloin sandwich and
Oh, my God.
and I joined the board, and I was going to these meetings, and you get involved. And for me, I it was not a thing where I was going to be half in. So being a board member is not just going to meetings.
Right.
So being part of the board, I've got my shirt on. See
He
my
wears
ATI
his shirt and
That's right.
everything?
That's right. Yeah, wasn't wearing my Broadway Sam shirt today. I was going to wear my ATI shirt. Is more than just going to meetings. I'll get into some of the committees I'm involved with, but it's this is So you were talking about boards for profit where you get paid. We do not get paid.
No.
This is a labor of love and a give back, and not only do you give back of your time, but it's also an investment of money.
That's right.
So it's one of
It's kind of expected.
That's
you know
right.
What I mean? It's
Well,
expected almost.
it's-
You have to tell them.
Yeah.
You have to tell some board members that.
I'm gonna share this with you.
You know what I mean?
When you say expected, I think anybody getting involved with, if you're gonna have a passion to do this, you want. This is a place where I share. It's a it's a charitable contribution. It's something that part of my give back. And it's tax deductible.
Yeah.
So it's a place where I give, as I paying my corporate rent, I'm giving back to this organization because I feel it gives so much back to this community. And how do they do that? Well, through live theater.
Right.
And some of the things that I think that people don't know about ATI. We say it's Broadway in your backyard, but it's more than that. They're bringing live equity theater. This is an equity theater that's live here in Carmel, Indiana, in the Indianapolis metro area, that you're getting actors that are professional theater actors. They make their living doing this. So that's part of my give back. So I want to, from part of the monies that I make in what I do in real estate, in the investments that I make, I want to invest back into this community. And so with actors like you and Judy, when Don was involved, and Darren, who is our associate, working with Judy as our creative people, they're giving theater that people have never seen here. Now, there are a lot of great theater companies here, the Civic, but this is a live theater company, and you are seeing some talent here that you don't get to see unless you're willing to go to New York.
Right.
So, and they're putting on some shows. In fact, just had. We have a great season.
They really picked a good season.
Yeah,
you guys have a great season. I think it's a great
season.
lineup.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But the thing that I love about what we're doing here is that we're giving back to this community. So one of the things that people don't know about ATI is the night before opening night is they kind of do our
final dress.
Yeah, it's our final dress
with an invited audience.
It's an invited audience, and they actually bring a senior community.
Now it's the senior community.
Yeah, it's a senior community.
Sometimes high school kids.
Yeah, high school kids.
Yeah.
And those are typically comped events where,
Yes, they are.
That's where my investment, people that invest in ATI, that's where that part of that money is going.
Mm-hmm.
And people that sponsor our show. And by the way, there is no amount that's too little.
That's true.
I mean, $25, $50, $100.
I always said we could stretch $1. I always said when the three of us first started the company, it was just the three of us.
That's
you know,
right.
and maybe a board and I don't know, you know.
And I've seen it.
And we knew how to stretch $1.
But,
and,
you know,
I think that's still the mindset.
But the thing is that they're bringing theater to young and to people that may be a little bit older that may not have the opportunity to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a experience that they get to have.
Yeah.
And it's so wonderful to see. One of the things that I actually like to sit on every show, and you know where I like to.
I know where you sit.
Right in the front.
know where you sit.
Right in the front. And a lot of the people that sit around with me are seniors, and I like that. I like to talk and be around these people and to hear what they have to say. But being a board member for me has also allowed me to interact with other board members.
Yeah.
So that's networking.
And because listen, people roll off the board and new people come
Yeah.
on, and now you've been on for 6 years now.
Well, this is it's my second, so it will be 6 years when I'm done.
Yeah.
So this is it's just beginning of my second term.
Okay. But there have been people that have
Absolutely.
passed through that you've met and that are gone
Absolutely.
now. And so you're constantly meeting. You're right. You're constantly meeting new people.
New people, friendships are built. Our new president of our board, John Murphy, another gentleman from the East Coast.
Yeah.
We were like, brothers from another mother.
That's right. Yeah.
You build these relationships with people.
Yes.
And what's really, really neat about that is there's board members you meet, patrons you meet, and being part of the board is also nice is that our opening nights are so much fun because on the opening nights, and I love an opening night. I get to go to so many opening nights in theater on Broadway.
Yeah.
But I love our opening nights here in Indiana, in Carmel, where our last opening night.
Oh, yes, that was nice.
Ring of Fire. Oh, it was wonderful.
At Vivant.
Yeah, the
over
Vivant.
at the Hotel Carmichael.
That's
it was really
right.
nice on the terrace there.
Absolutely, right
Yeah,
after
Meg
the
did
show.
that. It was really nice.
Meg did a great job, and thanks, Brian, our ED, our executive director.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful after the show. We invited back our guest audience back to. We had a champagne toast.
That's right.
They had charcuterie.
Yeah.
And the actors, and this is the neat thing. This is not a requirement, but the actors were there, and they mingled with the cast mingled with the audience.
Right.
And for many people,
But for me, when I do a show,
Yeah.
I'm not talking even about when I do a show anywhere,
yeah,
and if they ask you to do something like that, to me as an actor, I'm like, of course, because
Absolutely.
to me, I believe that is kind of part of your job.
absolutely.
You are there to do your job, of course, as an actor, but if that theater company is, hey, can you would you mind talking? You're there to help that theater company, and that's part of their survival.
Absolutely.
That's part of regional theaters surviving, is the actors being accessible, to the audience.
Well, I have to tell you, I have met over the years so many actors from when they're just starting out to some very, very famous people. And most of the people have been absolutely lovely. I've met a few that have been a little bit.
And I have worked with some of those people that are
right.
like that too.
Right.
Me, I've always been like, no, it's no problem. Great. Who do you want me to talk to?
You know what? The ones that
know?
remember where they came from, I think will always have a better and more enjoyable career because most started in some sort of regional theater,
Of course.
just
that's
like ours.
where most of the people in our union work. It's not on Broadway. It's regionally.
Absolutely. You
and
don't
tours.
Get, you don't get to that place.
That's very tiny. It's like 1% of us on Broadway. It
Absolutely.
really is. It's
Absolutely.
not a big percentage of our union. Actors Equity Association is the union for stage managers and actors in the United States. So it's a very small percentage. So most of us are working regionally or tours, or off Broadway, stuff I've done. But yeah, And though, so I have only, same thing, Sam, I've only come across a few people who've been
Yeah, there's always
difficult.
a few. There's always a few.
But we're on the same boat.
But I will tell you,
Everyone's just trying to work.
over the years, I've met, like I said, some, and people have seen me and say, "Oh my gosh, Sam, you meet so many famous people." Yeah, they're all people.
Yeah.
They're all people.
Yeah.
But what's great about being involved with ATI and being part of the board is you get involved. I mean, the last 2 years when one of the things I invested in when we did the floats, we were on. In fact, not this last July, the year before, we were on the 4th of July float, and it was you, Judy, and I, and we were on there, and we were literally,
hilarious.
Yeah, we had fun.
It was fun. I did have a really good time.
We do things, and there's different events that we do, and we do fundraisers. I've even
dressed up.
I've dressed up. You've dressed me up 2 times. 2 times.
Yes. But see, you're in for a penny and for a pound. You'll go for it. Like I have to say,
you got to be all in.
I have to say exactly, and I will say that, and not to poo-poo any past board members or recent board members or anything like that. But
we have great board members.
Yeah,
we do.
Yeah, I have to say, you always come to all the shows.
Oh.
You're always coming to all the fundraisers, at least in my experience. You're always like, okay, well, what do you want? What can I do? Right? So that's like really, and you financially give, So that's like the whole package of a board member. And you don't always get that. You don't. That's just, you just don't. That's just natural. You know what I mean?
I give what I can, but and there are people that give more. And like I said, there's no amount. So if you're thinking,
that's true. No amount too small.
That's right.
True. It all goes into the till, and it's all used for the productions and for keeping the staff going, and for just keeping the theater company alive.
That's right. When non-for-profit. It truly is, when you say that, there's so much that goes into this and to keep the doors open. And, it's so important, the arts. Without the arts, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's wonderful. We live in the greatest community. Carmel has so much to offer, and this is a beautiful community. Mm-hmm. The arts is such a big part of what we do, and I think that ATI is an integral part, having this company, and that's why I want to see it continue.
Of course.
And that's why I want to be part of it. And I'm so happy with the board that we have. I'm excited about the direction. Judy is doing a great job.
Yeah, you're in the loop.
That's right. Judy's doing a great job. Darren, Brian, our executive director, our board president, John Murphy,
right.
The board that we have. I'm involved in the artistic committee, and really what that means is I don't pick the shows. I'm just involved in helping and guiding, and it's really an honor to be part of this, to be involved with this.
Yeah.
It's humbling. I'm honored, as I said, and what I most enjoy about this is that it takes a team. Because there's no I in team.
Of course.
This is a team effort, and like they say in theater, there are no small parts. Only small actors do well your part. For they'll honor lies, break a leg.
Yes.
Well, there are no small board members. We are all in it together, and we're all here to help each other, and we're all there to back this company up, and that's why being part of this board is important. So what I challenge our people out in the community, our viewers, our community, is if you've ever thought of being part of any board, visit our shows. Visit ATI. If you've not seen an ATI show, I'm gonna suggest come see our show.
Now the next one, go.
Let me tell you about it.
Plug that next one.
Let me tell you. So our next show is called She Loves Me. We just did Ring of Fire, which was an absolute smash hit. But if you saw the movie, You've Got Mail. Let me tell you
Yeah,
a
that's the
little.
most recent version.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about She Loves Me. It's a musical. So this is a little bit of a background about She Loves Me. There was a movie back in the 1940s that was called Shop Around the Corner, and it was a Jimmy Stewart movie. And that was the movie that set the tone for the Broadway musical She Loves Me, okay? And that actually was the setting for You've Got Mail. So if you are a fan of You've Got Mail, I think you'd really...
Same premise.
You would. It's the premise that you would really be excited about She Loves Me. It's a great musical, lots of fun things. You're going to see Cindy in the ensemble. Darren, our ED, he's going to be in it. We have a great cast.
Sounds great.
It sounds great.
Yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen an ATI show, this is truly Broadway in your backyard. And take it from me, my other handle is Broadway Sam. I see Broadway. In fact, I was just in New York a few weeks ago, saw 9 Broadway shows. This is Broadway in your backyard. It's not going to break your pocketbook.
No, not at all.
It's not. You're going to see it in an intimate, great theater at
The studio theater.
The studio theater.
It is.
It's
nice and intimate.
It's very intimate.
It makes it really
You're going to be
special.
close up.
Yeah.
You're not going to see the actors this small. You are going to be in it. And you are going to have an opportunity. There are still tickets available for opening night.
Yeah, it's Judy was telling me it's selling pretty well.
It's selling very well, but there are
Yeah.
still tickets for opening night. This is the first opening night. I will not be there. I'll be seeing it
you'll
after.
you'll
I'll be
see
in.
it.
I'll be in London for an opening night of a show that I'm
Okay.
doing. But I will. I'm coming right back to
Yeah.
see our show. Come see the show. If you really, really like what you see, please support our theater. And if you really, really are excited about what you're doing, get involved.
Yeah.
Get involved. I hope it inspires you like it inspires me to get involved with our community. Whether you join our board or any board, it's important to give back.
Yeah.
You know, being part of the FC Tucker Company, and Mr. Tucker, actually was Bud Tucker, said, pay your corporate rent. Give back to your community. This is my way of giving back. So
Yeah.
being part of ATI is
It's
one
excellent.
of the ways I do it.
Excellent way to
And this is the place. So
explain it. Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah.
excited and happy to be here. And
Oh, good.
Thanks, Cindy.
No, of course. Thanks, Sam. And he's awesome, right? So that's what I say. It's like he's the poster child for a board member, which is great. But yeah, the next show is She Loves Me. If you'd like to get tickets for that, you can visit the website atistage.org, and that will take you right to the Center's box office, or you can call the Center's box office at 317-843-3800. They'll be happy to help you. They're wonderful over there. But that is the next show, She Loves Me musical. It's a lovely, lovely story, and it's actually one of my all-time favorite musicals. So I'm very happy to be a small part of it. Thank you very much, Mr. Sam Arce, Cynthia Collins. Thanks for joining us for lunch break with ATI, and we'll see you next week, which I think next week is going to start with actually having some cast members, directors, choreographers.
Right, from She Loves Me.
We'll be sitting right here from She Loves Me because we start rehearsals next week. So thanks so much, and have a great day. It's
Thanks,
a beautiful
everybody.
day out.
Thanks for having us.